I'm fairly new to this business, just 3 years. I'm just a citizen politician. I was in the private sector for 30 years in the airline business, and I know running a business is tough. I do. I hear it out there, but I also see it. I've got a small website business, clothing also, that I try to make work, and I know it's not easy, and there are a lot of issues out there. So how do we solve them? Well, I guess starting the way we've done today with this communication, it's good. When you look at your state reps, basically we're your communicators to your government, to your state government, and also occasionally to your federal government. We do talk to our senators' offices, and we talk to our town officials as well. We're sort of like that go-between. How often have any of you talked to your state rep? I mean, meaning, hey, I've got this problem. You know, what are we going to do at the beach or something like that? I'm going to guess probably not that often individually. And believe it or not, when you do talk to us, we kind of want to help. We may not be able to, as was directed. We're not everybody's knowledgeable. We're not knowledgeable about everything, but we do know who to contact and who to talk. So if it is a federal issue, we would probably talk to one of the senators. If it is a state issue, we would talk to one of the committee members, whether it's DOT, DRED, or whoever we're talking, or insurance department, so on and so forth. But the only way that can happen is for you to let us know, just to contact us, all right? So don't be afraid to do that. Here on the Seacoast, I think a public-private partnership would be great. But what's the big issue, of course? Dollars. Where do they come from in a recession? Not from very many places. What we do every day up in Concord is make decisions on how and where we'll spend money or not spend money. And it's not easy. It's not easy. I wish we had all the money in the world and we could give everything everybody wanted, but we can't. We just can't do that. Just like in your own businesses, you can't spend money recklessly. But we can make decisions. When the state made the decision here to build a beach, they did so not only because we're swell, which of course we are, but because they knew this was an economic engine in a tough time that would bring money to the state as well as to the local community. And they made the right decision. They really did. It's going to take a few years, but it's going to have a payback. So getting this money is going to be very difficult, but we do lobby for it. And there's the man right there, Mr. Lobbyist himself, who worked so hard for this town and this beach district to bring forth that idea of that beach project. And it's now come to fruition. What we've talked about today can also come to fruition. We just have to do it one step at a time. Or how do you get to eat this elephant just one bite at a time? This is what we need to do. If we need to find money, we need to go to the experts in money, the banks. If our local banks can't afford it or do it all, we might have to go another step. And it's not only national banks, it may be international banks as well that may want to invest in things like this. I'm not the expert in that area, but we know where to find those people. But most of all, I think I'd like to really thank the district citizens who really from the beginning have been fighting this battle. They wanted to be noticed. They just really did. They knew that they loved this beach, and this is what we've heard today. I love Hampton Beach. I've been here X number of years. I was family. I also, with my family as a youngster from New York, we came up to Rye Beach and down to Hampton Beach, you know, as I was a young boy, and loved it. I have the same memories. And we want to keep that going, but we want to beautify this beach. We have problems with transportation and trash. I think those are the areas we're going to deal with first. That's going to be part of the plan. It was a battle, well, a year or two ago when we tried to get just some flags, you know, beach-type flags that we could put up along the sidewalk just to beautify it, just to bring a little bit. And it was a battle. There were a lot of issues with a lot of people, and but we got it done. We got those problems solved, again, one day at a time. So this is my plea to you, going on too long as it is, but talk to your officials, your state officials, your local officials, and we'll try to solve these problems in the best way we can. If there's no money, there's no money. If there's some money, maybe we can try to start getting that first bite out of the elephant. Thank you.
Thank you. Representative Bridle.
Thank you, John. I think the two things that we've come down to basically here that are going to be needed to act on right away are trash and transportation. I also got some pictures of I got out of my father's stuff, and it showed my grandfather on a horse down in front of Grammy Page's store down at the top of P Street. And in that picture, there's a bunch of cars there, and then there's another one of the boulevard, and it's packed full of cars. And so it's not something that's happened overnight. It's been here forever. I think we've come a long way. I know when we started with the master plan a number of years ago, got that done. The town has stepped up. They've done their part with the infrastructure. With John's guidance, we've and the help of the state reps, we got the money for the beach, for the state parks part of it. But we have to work on that transportation, and I think that's the biggest issue around here: trash and transportation. Those are not going to be the easiest ones to deal with, but I think if you have a nice clean beach and easy access, the people will come, and I think that's what it's going to be. And I commend all the businesses that have talked here today, because you're preaching to the choir here, to the businesses that have been here, because they're the ones that love this beach, and they love this place, and they want to see it work, and they've done that time and year out. And I think this has been a great opportunity to get the word out. This is how it's going to start, by getting this out, working it, bringing people together, and I think that's how it's going to be done. But I want to commend you, John, for bringing this together and getting the people here to get this started.